Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with match number 1 with the Grixis Vampires. I guess this is a keepable hand. I'm not too sure. No red source. Very slow. We're going to keep it and see how it works. Our opponent did have to mulligan down to 6, and now he's going down to 5. That's not good for him. And a swamp versus a swamp. Okay, I'm cool with that. Let's have a black duel here. The Shadow Alley Denizen, of course, is not going to be that great against black. There's a Falconer with Aristocrat. If we can draw into a red source, this is going to be a very powerful hand. And now he's probably like, what the hell, going up a card that's not even playable in the draft format. He's a decent card in draft. Who am I kidding? All right. Could he go up against black-white tokens? We will see. So, red source. Red source. Blood Artist, that's cool. We'll actually cast the Blood Artist here. And we'll do it right now. So there's a Blood Artist. He gets Intimidate, just in case he casts some sort of flashing nothing in the format that could flash for those colors. Alright, first blood is mine. He's down to 19. Alright, so we need one more land to draw into, and preferably a red source. Like, almost everything in the deck taps for either red or black. So, yeah, a little slow hand here. He does have time to catch up. He could go Midnight Haunting here. But we'll definitely, in that's the case, what we'll do is we will take some life here and Vampire Nighthawk and give our dude Intimidate. And Vampire Nighthawk's a pain in the butt versus the Midnight Haunting. I'm thinking we're going against black-white tokens here. If it's just two basic lands here, Swamp and a Plains. So it could be Aristocrats and just a really weird bad draw. But this is most likely going to be black-white tokens with Sorin, Midnight Haunting, Lingering Souls, Intangible Virtue, that type of thing. So I really wish I would have put Killing Waves in the sideboard, because this is probably a really hard matchup for us. Our deck gets insane if we draw into a red source or another land next turn. But so far, yeah, he's just didn't cast a Sorin there, didn't cast anything. There's another Shadow Alley Denizen. Not what I wanted to see. But at least we'll be able to get in here for 3. And gain some life there. Still having a clue what we're up against. Now we're finally going to see something. It's looking 5 mana. Exquisite Blood. Okay, so it's going to be the combination. Whenever our opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Deck, and so I can't remember what the combo is. Oh yeah, it's the blue or the white black Guild Mage. I can't remember what it's called. Vizkopa Guild Mage or something like that. So he is in definite trouble here. If we draw into a land, no land. Okay, so a decent card though, Bloodthorn Vampire. We're looking next turn with a noble, probably a kill, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, he's dead next turn if we draw into a land, unless he does cast something that can deal with this. So pretty easy matchup. This is in the 2-man queues here, so he does need to get his combo off or we win next turn if we draw into a land. And I think even if he doesn't get his combo off, we might just win here. Alright, so Vampire Nighthawk, that is a little bit problematic. But we should still be okay because we can sack everything in response. So land for the win! Okay, Sign in Blood for the win. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we do just still attack in with everything. And maybe the Sign in Blood might get us there, I'm not sure. So he's got to block the Bloodthorn Vampire. Yeah, and I can sack it to itself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll sack this rogue. He loses a life. We'll be able to kill that Vampire Nighthawk. So he's going to gain 2 life, but end up going back down to an 8, 7. And I'm going to unfortunately give him 2 life here. And now we are sitting pretty if he doesn't have his kill combination in hand. So he's got to have a Vizkopa and he can activate it, but he still has to make me lose life somehow. So that is annoying. Definitely is very annoying. That is gonna... But do we still kill him here with a Falconer Aristocrat? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite. So maybe Dust Mantle is the best thing to do. Just hit him for 3. No, and hope he pops a Noble maybe? Falconer Noble and keep the Vampire Nighthawk back. So that Obsidian is incredibly annoying. I'm thinking it is the Noble. And then the next turn we can go for a huge kill. And do we worry about... Offset doesn't gain any life when it swings in. So I think I will attack him with the Vampire Knock and the Shadow Alley. So he's going to gain 4 life. And again, I hope he doesn't have the combination. So maybe I do need to leave Vampire... No, because I can always block with the Nobles to avoid taking any damage here for the combination. So what a life game war. So he's going to go up to 14. And again, hoping there's no Vizkopa Guildmage in his hand. Another Exquisite Blood. I don't think that's going to do it for him. I'll just take the damage here. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. So yeah, I actually have to chump here. Which is unfortunate. So he goes down to 12, but I think he's still dead. With the Falconer Aristocrat. If not, we're in a world of hurt. See, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, okay, so we barely pull it off with the Falconer Aristocrat, unless he's got a Tragic Slip. So it's down to 3, and all we do is sack... Sack. And sack. Whew, barely pull that off. Alright, so cool little deck with the Exquisite Blood. This is definitely the combination with the Vizkopa Guildmage. I don't know. I think we need to bring in some answers for the Vizkopa. And maybe we just do try to go an all-out aggro deck versus him. Appetite for Brains actually does seem very good. Bumping the Night does. These are okay. This does 5 damage. I think that they're better than the... Wow, there's just so much things that we could take out here. I think I'm going to take out the Blood Artists, the Falconwrath Nobles, the Vampire Nighthawks, and even the Vampire Nocturnus, and try to go for this little route here. Actually, we don't need the Bloodthorn Vampires if we're taking out the combo. So we can either take back in the Vampire Nighthawks or we can take back in the Vampire Nocturnuses. And I think the Vampire Nocturnuses are just a bit... Well, with all this red spells coming in, no, I don't think it's that way. So just 2 Nighthawks can come in. Or maybe a Bloodline Keeper. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of answers for the Bloodline Keepers. And maybe we don't need the Shadow... Yes, we do want the Shadows. Don't want the Sign in Bloods, Vampiric Fury... Stormkirk Nobles, Dust Mantle. I'm going to take a couple of these Dust Mantles out and go a little more aggressive with 3 drops, 1 drops, 2 drops. I'm going to put in 1 more Blood Throne and 1 more Vampire Nighthawk, so we're up to 20. Maybe we don't need the Pillars. Yeah, I'm going to take out the Pillars. I don't think we need them, and that way we can go in more aggressive strategy here. All right, we'll try it like this. Oh, what? He stole my playmat and I get this ugly one? Give it back. Alright, this is a slow but keepable hand. Especially since we are on the play. And that's exactly what we wanted to see. So I'll be able to spear his Vizkopa Guildmage if he puts one out here. And I might just end up spearing him. There's Dustman Seer. We definitely need to draw into that other one. Yeah, I probably end of turn will if he doesn't play like a creature here. He might play, if he plays a Vampire Nighthawk, of course we're going to spear it. And that does look like, oh, a Chalice of Life. I'll keep the spear in my hand, I think. So, Nighthawk comes out. Hopefully Dustmantle Seer can come out next turn. If not, we got the Stormkirk Captain. Uh-oh, we're one away from getting opposite odded. Alright, so now that changes my play a lot. No, it doesn't. We'll still Stormkirk Captain. Yeah, unfortunately we don't draw into that land, but I think Captain is better anyway. Because it gives our dude first strike. And this is definitely going to be a really weird Lifegain war. So hopefully Exquisite Blood doesn't come out, because that's a pain in the butt. Rock's Faithmender. I will double spear that guy. He's going to gain crazy life. Oh, another Searing Spear. I don't want that to happen. We'll attack him with both. And he doesn't take the bait. Okay. Just going to go ahead and spear off the Nighthawk. I'm hoping Opposite Odd doesn't come out here. Another Vampire Nighthawk. Stop it. And a Cathedral. Okay. Alright, so as long as we don't have an Exquisite Blood, we'll be okay. We got to keep him... He almost can get this thing to... And that's a good card. So we're going to Appetite here. See what he has in his hand, if it's anything that he has in his hand. Oh, Orzhov Charm, huh? Okay, well, that is a swing and a miss with the Appetite. But again, we're able to Searing Spear off the Vampire Nighthawk. And goes to 29. And I do have to attack him with both just to keep him off of that life. Goes to 24. All right. So 2, he gains some. Let's hope we didn't draw into something here. Drew into a land. So he's going to be able to gain 2, gain 4 total. Land? Alright, sweet. So we go Falconwrath Aristocrat here. I do believe it's the right play, because it does a lot of damage to him. Or actually, does Stormkirk Noble do more? No, it doesn't. And we can actually Bloodline Keeper. And you know what? That might actually be the smarter play, is just a Bloodline Keeper here. And we can actually transform him pretty soon. So the Bloodline Keeper, we need to start overwhelming him. And it is a 4/4. We can block his stupid Rock's Faithmender. Oh, I guess he can Orzhov Charm everything here. Or does Orzhov Charm only kill... No, it kills stuff, right? Doesn't it just destroy stuff and then you lose life equal to its toughness? I do believe that's what it is. I'm not going to eat the Cathedral Sanctifier. It can keep doing the damage to me because I don't want it to get it back. Orzhov Charm to gain, you know, tons more life here. So I'm sure this deck is really good versus the aggro decks. But you got to think he's got to kill this Bloodline Keeper. Turn target creature you control and all R is attached. Okay, or destroy target creature and you lose life. I have not a clue why he wanted to do that. He's really banking on getting this Chalice to flip, and with how much life I have, I could care less. In fact, I'd like it to flip. Another Dustmantle Seer. We're swinging in. We are definitely going to swing in. I think Dustmantle Seer actually helps him a lot. So we'll Falcon Wrath. We'll give him a target. He can kill the Falcon Wrath with this. Yeah, it flips. Not a big deal. It's going to be 5 life compared to my 3 life per turn. And I'm going to be able to do crazy damage here. In the long run, with a Bloodline Keeper being able to transform next turn. It draws into a Guildgate, so I know one is an Orzhov Charm. Gotta think he's going to try to kill this Vampire Nighthawk. Doesn't attack him with the Faith Mender. So he's going to... Definitely he's going to try to kill something. He needs to kill the Bloodline Keeper is what he needs to kill. Yep. So at least I get my Lifelinker. 1 card in hand. I've got plenty of vampires to do stuff. Definitely going to just keep swinging in with everything. So even though I'm an aggro deck, I'm like a very resilient aggro deck that just goes over the top. I mean, this deck would probably murder against RG aggro. See if we can bait off a Rock's Faithmender block here. Oh wow, that is just going to be horrible for him. As we were able to spear off. That's going to be game. So my Noble is going to survive here. And with this Noble, a 2/2 for Striker. Another Locke's Faithmender. Hey, jeez, let's stall like crazy here. But the captain's going to be able to come out. And I don't know if he can even actually gain enough life here. Don't need to put this into play untapped. Captain's better than a Dustmantle Seer because it immediately affects the board. I've got double first strike. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Attack with everything. Yeah, I lose 5 life. That's fine. Cool deck, though. I'm going to have to ask him to send me this list. It's really cool. It's the definition of a rogue deck. So he's going to be taken... I think he's still dead here, right? Yeah, -6. So, yeah, our vampires get us a pack. Woo! It already kind of paid for itself, but I had to fork out a lot for those Falconwrath Aristocrats. All right, we'll go on to another game here.